time of my life. I never felt this way before.
From building timelines to assigning the right people and even spotting risks across dozens of projects, Monday Sidekick knows your business, thinks ahead, and takes action. One click on the star and consider it done.
And I owe it all to you.
Try Monday Sidekick. AI you'll love to use on Monday.com.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I don't know if you've heard, but Mint's premium wireless is $15 a month. But I'd like to offer one other perk. We have no stores. That means no small talk. Crazy weather we're having. No, it's not. It's just weather. It is an introvert's dream. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan. $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here on a lovely Thursday morning. Well, it's Vic here with your Thursday retrospective episode of Sober Awkward. You might be thinking, hang on, haven't I heard this before? And the answer is yes, you have. But like all good drinking stories and bad toilet humour, they both get better with age, or at least less embarrassing the more times we tell them. On Thursdays, we dust off our favourite episodes from the archives, something you might have missed, loved or listened to at the start of your sober life. Think of it as a journey back in time, or a jolly leftover, a bit like lasagna that tastes even better on day 2. So sit back, relax and enjoy this vintage slice of awkwardness. A retrospective episode reheated and served right to your ears. All right, Haim, it says here that you want to start with a game. You know I love a game. What is it? Monopoly? Warhammer? Tetris? It's not a drinking game, is it?
I did think about it, but then maybe with coconut water or orange juice.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a very funny drinking game.
That's not really the time or place.
No.
I want you to take your phone out or your laptop, get that open. You can do this as you're listening as well. And I want you to Google the first hotel that pops into your head.
Oh, because you were talking about Centre Park, so I'm thinking Butlins. That's a classic English hotel holiday.
So I want you to Google that, and whilst you do it, I'll talk you through why. So the planning of a holiday, for me, is the most fun part of the whole trip. I love it. I love the packing, I love the daydreaming and the chatter about the fun we're going to have and the build-up. I love getting to the airport, and I love then obviously the holiday happens after that. Well, if you're a bit odd like me and love the planning, once the flight has been booked, you might start thinking about where you're going to stay. You'll hop on Google like you're doing now, Vic, or you're doing at home, and if you're sober and you're Googling hotels, this is where it can get a bit problematic. As I said, every hotel we looked up had booze on the landing page. So the first one that popped into my hand, I thought I'll Google something. I thought the Ritz, that's like the best hotel in the world. I Googled the Ritz and booze comes up 3 times on the homepage, 3 different photos. To be fair, I then Googled the best hotel I know, which I think is the Burj Al Arab in Dubai. I think that's like a 7-star hotel.
Oh yes, the one with the fish tanks.
The one that looks like a sail. No booze. I thought, UAE, very different story there. So booze in the whole thing. So if you're Googling now one in the UAE, probably there'll be no booze. So, Vic, you've gone for Butlins. Which Butlins are we in here?
It's Butlins Big Weekenders, exclusively for adults. That weekender feeling, it says.
Yeah, that screams booze.
So actually, all it is a picture of a burger with a pint of beer next to it.
Okay.
So it's the first picture that's come up.
And then what was that second picture?
That was like someone... Women partying, looking like off their heads on drink and drugs.
So there's a nightclub? Is Butlins got a nightclub?
Look, it says it's got like a... Look, it says DJ Spoonie presents the House of Garage. Fatboy Slim presents All Back to Minehead. Festival of the 60s, Oktoberfest. So these are all the weekenders, which are all based around booze. Ibiza, Call It Dance, We Love the 70s. So it's every picture is people drinking and people raving.
Okay, this is the first time I've ever Googled a hotel that has more photos of people raving than the rooms.
Yeah, actually there's actually not any photos of the rooms.
We're so ingrained to think that going on a holiday is about drinking that hotels jump on the opportunity. Vic, you love telling me how tiny my brain is. Well, hotels know that too. I'm a daydreamer, so they plant the idea of myself drinking this fancy-looking cocktail with condensation on the side while sitting in a pool at sunset, and I bloody fall for it and book the hotel every time.
Yes, there's something to be said about those cold beers on a hotel website, just like that Butlins one. Once you arrive at a hotel, you often get sat down in the reception. Your bags might be taken away, and it always seems to take slightly too long for you to check in. You are sitting with your hands free with nothing to do. With the stress of travel still slowly subsiding, this is another opportunity for your hotel. You're like a sitting duck.
Can we talk about that for a second, checking into a hotel? So you get there and they say, can we have your ID or your passport? And then you sit down and it takes 25 minutes.
I don't know why. It's all on there. You've already filled in all the forms. Usually on bookings.com where you just have to go, yes, I see that you are. But then they always ask you for the credit card of what you've booked the hotel, and you're like, I'm not even with that person. And then it becomes this whole hoo-ha. And then they say, oh, do you want your driving licence or photo ID? People just don't carry that stuff around.
It's wild, isn't it?
And then I'm like showing them text messages of my driving licence. They're like, sorry, that's not good enough. And then it just ends up being a palaver, doesn't it?
Why is it not just like Vanstone, room 3, there's your key, off you go?
They don't trust you.
No.
I think it might be to do with booze, actually, because they're probably fed up of people trusting their rooms, that they want a photo ID so they can charge you. Actually, I went to a hotel recently and they booked, it was a really nice hotel when I went down to something in Brisbane, and me and John had gone for a night for our anniversary. And when we went into the room, I was like, it smells of vomit and there's a wet patch on the floor next to the bed. And I went to the cleaner and said, we're not going to sleep in that room because someone's been sick on the floor and it smells of vomit. And she actually walked in and went, oh yeah, you're right, and moved rooms. But I was like, you're not going to try and get away with that. Of us sleeping, I was on the case straight away. I was like, I'm not sleeping in a room with vomit next to the bed.
Wow, in a posh hotel.
So that's why they ask for ID, because they often probably have to charge people extra because they puke on the carpets and things. Yeah.
Well, this is my other theory, is that actually when they've got you in the reception, you are sitting duck.
Yeah.
So, allow me to introduce you to the welcome drink.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so now in fairness, although I'm sure lots of hotels do offer an alcoholic refreshment at this stage, I was not offered one during our recent trip to Bali. I was offered something far better. You remember when we did our freebies episode, we talked about what would be like the greatest freebie to be given in this exact situation, because really alcohol is what we get given the most, and it's a good freebie. Like, that's why they do it. They go, oh, everyone likes alcohol.
When you're a drinker,
you appreciate it when it's free, when you're a drinker. And I was like, I don't know what the answer is. Well, the hotel we stayed at in Bali has the answer.
I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before.
From building timelines to assigning the right people and even spotting risks across dozens of projects, Monday Sidekick knows your business, thinks ahead, and takes action. One click on the star and consider it done.
And I owe it all to you.
Try Monday Sidekick. AI you'll love to use on Monday.com.
Did I talk too much? Should have handled that.
Just
better.
let it go.
I wish I would stop.
Overthinking so much.
Did I talk too much? I wish I would stop. Overthinking. Let it go.
Take a breath. You're not alone. Let's talk about what's going on.
Counseling helps you sort through the noise with qualified professionals, and online therapy makes it convenient. See if it's for you. Visit BetterHelp.com/randompodcast for 10% off your first month of online therapy and let life feel better.
Cold towels.
Lovely.
And then they had 2 different flavoured waters, which I really appreciated. But mainly the cold towel.
Oh, yeah.
Because airports and flying is quite a sweaty and stressful situation. A cold towel on the face.
Oh, yes.
Really nice.
My favourite thing on arrival would be like a flower lei. You know, those lovely... say welcome to, like, the traditional welcome.
A nice lei from a local.
Yeah, a good lei from a local any day.
But have you ever been greeted at a hotel with booze? Even now or before?
Yeah, many times.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really stay in a lot of posh hotels or places where you were offered a welcome drink, but when I went down with Lucy to Brisbane, we were offered a drink, and we had that situation where we walked into the bedroom and it was just this bar. So that was kind of our welcome to the room, was just a bar with all the drinks set out in front of us. Tiny bottles. It's so weird.
Always.
It's like mini me version of a bar, isn't it? In Thailand, when we went this time, we are welcomed into the reggae bar wherever we went. They were like, come down to the reggae bar and have your welcome drink. And for me, there was a real change in this visit when I went away, because I used to be a great customer, Hamish. The reggae bar men were like, Vic's coming, we better stock up.
Yeah.
But this time, I had a sort of sense of guilt because I have become a shit customer in a bar. I'm like the worst customer.
Do you bring your own tea bags and just ask for a glass of hot water?
Seriously, I would. John has a soda water, and I might have maybe a pineapple juice.
Yeah.
And then we sit with that for an hour. And the kids only have like a lemonade, and we are just rubbish customers. And I just sat there feeling guilty the whole time. And I didn't enjoy going to reggae bars, which was where I used to hang out when I was a traveller. So that was sad.
Do the waiters panic and keep coming back and go, can we get you anything else?
No.
You've been here for an hour and a half. Anything else we can get you? Anything.
They just wanted us gone, I think.
They did, yeah.
And also I felt like I wasn't supporting the locals. You want to go to these places when you're on holiday and spend some money in the local reggae bar, but we couldn't drink enough lemonade. It just wasn't going to work. Yeah, there was holidays when I went to Malia in Crete, those kind of girls' holidays, where they'd give you shots on arrival.
Wow.
I don't know why they did this. You usually, if you went to a resort in Malia on holiday, which is in Greece, the women were given free alcohol the whole time.
Yeah.
So in all the bars in the resort and by the pool, the people would come around and give the women free drinks. Now, I don't know whether this is quite... I don't know, it's quite bad, isn't it? Because I don't know whether they did it so that we were more easy prey for the men. It's got like
I've never heard of that in a hotel. I've heard of that in nightclubs where they go, girls drink free.
Yeah.
Or the guys, you're only allowed in if you bring 2 girls, because every club wants to be full of girls.
It was one of those resorts that was attached to the nightclub.
Yeah.
So it was all to do with like going out later on and getting you sort of riled up and started for a big night out.
It's sleazy, isn't it?
It is really sleazy. And you always ended up going home with a tan and probably a case of crabs in your undies.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it made you have holiday romances. Well, I don't know whether I'd call them romances. They're more like flings or one-nighters. I would never have done any of those things sober. But of course, if you're having a shot on arrival and all your friends are doing shots, it's kind of that peer pressure thing, plus that holiday feeling, plus you don't want to offend the hotel that are giving you a drink for free. It's like a big combination of everything you can't say no to. Dangerous.
I bet the hotel cleaners do not appreciate free shots on arrivals.
No, the poor hotel cleaners. Yeah. What about you, Hamish?
So I can think of quite a few, not so much at the reception when waiting to be checked in, but in lots of other situations. So we've stayed in hotels to celebrate anniversaries, or we stayed in a hotel the night that Liz and I were meant to get married, had our wedding in Bali gone ahead, and they always give you a bottle of bubbles. You know, if someone gets to win its anniversary, bottle of bubbles, which is lovely. Undeniably, a hotel does not have to do that, and they do it. I guess the only issue is that there's never a question of, do you guys drink? Okay, here's a bottle of bubbles. Yeah. And you don't feel like you can send it back.
Yeah.
You know, so what we've done in that situation, if one of, Liz was pregnant when we obviously should have got married, like we take the bubbles and don't even drink it there.
Yes, yeah, like, just take it, give it to someone else.
Yeah. So they had that come up quite a lot. So they were there trying to be kind. I guess, the expectation is that you drink. Then, we had a couple of times we've stayed in hotels where you get free booze during certain periods of the day.
Yes, it's like a
happy hour.
You've heard
about this, yeah. So in Japan, the first place we stayed at was free booze between 5 and 7 p.m. and you didn't even need to go to the hotel bar. They would deliver it to your room.
Right.
So we were there at the same time as one of my best mates was there on his honeymoon. So he said, meet us at 5 o'clock in our room. It was unlimited booze. You pick up the phone and call reception, go, another bottle of this, more beers. They'd bring them up. So we drank there from 5 to 7, then had our night out for cheap night out, which is wild.
So they're just hoping that you're going to get pissed and just spend more money on dinner and more money on booze in the bar later on and all of those things. So they're just hoping that it's going to make you a bit kinder to them and not so kind to your wallet.
Probably. And we had the same thing in Bali when everyone was invited. This was the last time we went. Everyone was invited to an event to meet the hotel owner or the manager, I think.
Yeah.
So we're all out on the grass at sunset and it was just free booze and nibbles so we could all meet the manager.
Yeah, they
Why
do that
anyone
on
gives a
as well.
shit about meeting the manager?
Yeah, the captain, they'll go, I can have dinner with the captain last night. It's like an old sort of colonial thing, isn't it? It's weird. Yeah. That's so out of date. Okay, so you've checked into your room, you walk in, whether it's nice or not, you look to your partner and say, wow, this is nice, because you don't want to lower the vibe on the first day of the holiday. And before you unpack, you check the minibar.
Travel days are stressful, all right? Arriving into the hotel room and crashing on the bed feels like the holiday's finally getting started. There's another opportunity here for the hotel. Just 3 steps away from that bed is an entire minibar full of a variety of miniature chilled alcoholic beverages that are ready to drink. Who could resist?
God, mini bars. It's a very odd concept,
Isn't
really.
it wild?
It's kind of preying on you a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's preying on you, having gone out for dinner and getting back there and going, all right, what should we have now? Because we're still thirsty and we're going to have the most expensive thing in the tiniest bottle.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost us a fucking fortune, but because we've already had drinks, we don't care.
I guess that's when they get drunk. So you got this moment when you arrived there and
Yes.
the holiday started, but
Yeah.
probably it is
Later
pissed. And you go, oh, bugger it, let's just
Yeah,
drink it
because
all.
no one would drink those drinks sober,
No.
would they? 'Cause
Very, very small,
they're
very
small.
big prices.
Yeah, big prices. You'd rather get out, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I only noticed the cost of minibars in sobriety because I think before I knew that they were costly and expensive, so I always went to the off licence before and stocked up on proper size bottles of booze so that I didn't have that bill the next morning.
So what we would do is we would get to the hotel room, look at what's in the minibar, and be like, okay, they've got this brand of beer. And then we would drink the minibar, and then before the whole thing got checked the following morning, go to the offie, buy that same beer, and then replace it.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Quite, so
we're
you
not
don't have the
giving
cold
drinking
ones.
tips
No, we're not,
here.
no.
We're saying don't do these,
You
but
could
these
do
are
that.
things...
You could do it with lemonade.
Yes, you could do it with lemonade. These are things we have done in the past, but yeah, we're not trying to give you drinking tips. That's the last thing we want to do.
Also, is it just me, or is it always hard to tell whether the minibar is included or not included?
Yeah.
I feel too self-conscious to ask that question, and I've had a few times where we've checked out of a hotel and then realised that the minibar was free, and like, oh no, we could have
I've never
eaten all
heard
the
of that.
chocolate. Yeah, yeah.
Free chocolate in your room.
Free chocolate. We never
couldn't
did
resist
it.
that.
No. A minibar included would be such a sell for a hotel. It's
Yeah.
like, we'll just keep replenishing all the chocolates,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can just go for it. I would book that hotel.
I would book that
Yeah.
hotel too. I really stayed actually in hotels with minibars. I was a backpacker, remember. I was lucky if the room had a bed or electricity, or in fact a hole in the ground that I dug with a spade. Anyway, the bottles always looked too small for me. I was better off staying in a bar until dawn.
So imagine the moment you dropped off your bags. Maybe the eye-watering price of the minibar meant you were able to resist that first hurdle of a drink. So you throw your hotel dressing gown on and slippers and head to the pool. Now, it's only until quite recently, obviously, that I've been able to get out of the mindset that the holiday doesn't begin until you're having a drink by the hotel pool.
Yeah.
Like, that is sigh of relief. Holiday started, and very difficult to recalibrate your brain out of that.
Yes, as a sober person, because you have all these associations with what a holiday is. So therefore you think that sitting by a pool with a cocktail is the start of your holiday, and to rewire your brain into thinking differently is very, very hard at the beginning.
Yeah, and I think hotels know this and they capitalise. Again, hotels, not idiots, remember. So a lot of the hotels we seem to stay at, these fancy ones, would have a swim-up bar, which is maybe my favourite thing about any sort. Like being able to sit on a stool in a pool will never get old for me.
And do they
Irrelevant
serve
of
the
what you're
drinks
drinking.
in glass or plastic?
Oh, plastic.
It is in plastic. Okay, well,
Plastic.
that would worry me.
But
Otherwise.
swim-up bars are just a gimmick that I will never get over.
No,
Even
it's
if you're
just-
not drinking alcohol, they're good fun.
It's almost like a glass wall in a pool. That's something I'm like, oh, God, that must be a posh hotel. It's got a glass wall.
So yeah, a lot of them will have swim-up bars, and if they haven't got a swim-up bar, there'll always be a cocktail menu.
Yeah.
And we had a moment in Bali. We got there. It was day one. We got to the hotel. It had the swim-up bar. It had the cocktail menu. Liz looked at me and she goes, "I really want to have a cocktail." And I was like, I went to the bar. I said, "Do you guys do any non-alcoholic beers?" Actually, it's a good warning for you, Bali.
No
idea what non-alcoholic beer is.
Oh, they don't have non-alcoholic beer?
Not a single place we went.
Yeah.
So I said, "Do you guys have any non-alcoholic beers?" And the guy, completely straight-faced, he said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Great. What have you got?" He goes, "Ginger beer."
Yeah, that'll do.
Not exactly what I'm after.
They didn't in Thailand, actually. That's
They're
why
not.
John has soda water every night. Yeah.
Well, that's why I just drunk a crazy amount of fresh coconuts.
Yes.
So I ordered a fresh coconut. Liz sat with that temptation of wanting the cocktail because that's what we've always done for 10, 15 minutes, and then got a fresh coconut with me. Didn't drink for the rest of the holiday.
Incredible.
So just get over that first hurdle.
Yeah, get over the hurdle and just shows you leading by example there. It was like, actually, Haim's not drinking, so therefore drinking on your own is probably not going to be the same. And then sit with that feeling. Liz must have thought, well, shall I drink? Shall I not drink? And she's thought it through and she's let the craving pass and then she's ordered a big old coconut. Lovely. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
They have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the...
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hello, this is Jessie and Lenny Ware from Table Manners, a podcast direct from our dining table where we talk all things
food, family, growing up,
and everything in between. This season, we've had Reese Witherspoon reveal the greatest cookie recipe.
We had Gary Oldman, who's freshly knighted.
Sir Gary Oldman. Now. We did some singing with Gloria Estefan. And Jeremy Allen White
has shared some culinary stories with us.
And it's not just this series. We've had plenty of other brilliant guests where you can listen back to all the episodes. People like Cher,
Dolly Parton,
Kate Winslet, St Paul McCartney,
John Legend,
Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez. We've had them all and we've fed them very well. Come and listen to Table Manners, the podcast with me, Jessie Ware and Lenny Ware.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay, good.
So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Yeah, go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.